Oh, hello everybody. How is everybody doing today? Ugh. Ah. Where's my... Okay. How's everyone doing today? Sorry about that. Uh, my... Everything on OBS looks weird to me for some reason right now. I don't know why. But, how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing wonderful this Tuesday the 8th. It is the first full week of the month. Hope everyone that did celebrate had a wonderful 4th of July, American Independence Day, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I know the game is a bit, like, stuttery right now. I'm hoping it's going to fix itself by going out into the world. I've tried loading it, like, 3 or 4 times. And for some reason, every time it just seems to keep stuttering. So, I don't know. But how's everyone's day? I've got me a cup, not half, but like 12 ounces, roughly, of Dubby Shadow Monarch Surge, so we're gonna try this. Like, I've already tried the Shadow Monarch Surge, it's good, it's basically grape Kool-Aid, but this is my second cup today, so I'm kind of just, like, seeing if I need, like, if I'm gonna have more energy from it. And also seeing if the game's going to actually work today, or if we're going to have to switch to something else. Oh. But yeah, how's everyone else's day? Oh! And I did, over the weekend, get a new, I got a playmat to go, that goes on as my desk mat. It only works really good for my keyboard, but... Okay, yeah, the game is just completely, like... I think the game's locked up. Nope, there it is. Now it's moving. There it is. But yeah, the that took a while. But yeah, it's a Soren playmat, bought off Amazon. It's not even a card art that I've ever seen, but it does look nice. And we will get to see it. Hopefully whenever Shining Gundam comes in, you'll get to see it. Might show it before then, I'm not sure. It's not a bad little playmat. I just... kind of annoyed. I'm kind of... It's weird. Like, the playmat is great and all. I love it. I'm just kind of... If it's not a card art, I'm surprised it's not. But I'm also behind on how many Sorens I have and everything else, so it's... I don't know if it is in a card art or isn't.
Can you help me, please? I'm Tavella Lethandis. I apologize that I can't give you the respect a guest in my home would norm. I am sorry to be so forward, but I desperately need your help.
Alright, right,
Yes,
Lethandis.
my husband is... You haven't? That's strange. Ryther's known far and wide as one of the best painters in all Cyrodiil. His specialty is setting the great forest to canvas. The paintings look so amazingly real that some say they can see the trees sway in the breeze. That's a silly notion, of course, But it just goes to show the attention to detail Ryth uses. Yes, Ryth likes to work in his He usually comes out to eat dinner and sleep. But 2 days ago, when he didn't come out for a full day, I unlocked the studio. I'm sure he never left that room. So I have no... Oh, thank you so very much. Do hurry. Do be careful.
Alright, so of course, we're going to be careful, but also it's... I know what this quest is. I love it. Huh. Why does that painting look unusual? Oh God, my...
Where did you come from? You look real enough. You must be from the outside. Well, I'm overjoyed to see a friendly face. You're stuck here, like I'm sorry to break it to you like that, but if it wasn't for that annoying thief, we would...
What thief are you talking about?
Studio, when a Bosmer wearing dark clothing accosted me. Before I could call for help, he knocked me unconscious. When I came to, I found that the door to my studio was still locked, and that the thief had snatched my paintbrush. That's when I saw it. There was something on the canvas of my painting that I hadn't put there. It looked somewhat like a troll, but it was badly done. Then it hit me. The Bosmer must have leapt into the painting, then painted guardians inside to protect himself using the brush of true paint.
The brush of true
I knew
paint.
the secret of my success would be revealed one day. I can tell you all about the brush if you like.
Please do.
Very well. The brush showed up several years ago in the possession of an artist who was serving in the Arnesian War of 396. It seems an errant fireball had exploded next to him, and he lost the use of both arms. He was a stubborn man who didn't want to give up his talent. Being a devout follower of Dibella, he prayed to her for something that would allow him to express himself once more. She heard his plea and gifted him with the brush. It said the bristles of the brush are woven from Dibella's own hair.
Oh.
That injured man was my father. He passed the brush on to me, and I intend to pass it along to my kin one day. Did you want to know how it works?
Certainly.
The brush allows the artist to paint from within a canvas. It opens a portal into which the artist may enter to paint things life-sized. All the painter has to do is have the brush in his possession, and whatever he imagines appears in the canvas. Of course, I'd like to wave it around anyway. It makes me feel more like a legitimate painter. I guess it all doesn't matter now. Unless you can defeat those painted trolls, we have no chance of getting the brush back.
Funny, he mentioned they're trolls.
The trolls that the thief painted seem to have turned on their creator and killed him. He didn't know the brush had its risks. The creatures are now loose all over the forest and in the clearing where I was still working. The brush is on the body of the Bosmer thief there. I will not be able to help you. I am not a warrior. But take these bottles of turpentine. They might help. Do be careful.
Bottles of turpentine. Huh. I'm assuming it becomes a poison to the painted trolls.
Be cautious, friend.
I've actually never done this quest fully, so I actually have no idea about the turpentine. Oh. Okay, so... Wait, what's this? It says this way, but the only way forward is over here. Oh, this does look like we're in a painting at least. Yeah, I don't think I need the turpentine. Alright, let's do the normal walk around. I normally do like some fun jumps, but... Painted Fermented troll fat. Hmm. Love that these aren't counting towards... I don't remember. Did I already have Donfang Superior fully maxed out last time? Because it's not counting these. And normally it even counts summons. So, if these aren't counting, then either this really doesn't count these, or the sword is already maxed out. From the previous session. Because I really don't remember if I maxed this thing out last time to go into Duskfang Superior the next time we go through. Oh, well, we found the Bosmer.
Good work. Now I can paint the portal home. After... Follow me. No time to talk.
Back into Tamriel.
I don't know how to thank you. You have a good heart. Here. Please take this apron as a token of all I ask in return is to keep the brush's existence. Safe journey, Sergio.
Please. Let's get out of here.
Oof. The minute I was just like, eh. It's a little salty with me. Okay. Let's see. To Coral! Coral! Hmm. Ah. Yeah, that Shadow Monarch Surge, it just tastes like grape Kool-Aid to me. Okay, yeah, no. It just didn't count those trolls. Those trolls just did not count towards Duskfang Dawnfang. Huh. Interesting.
Ale. If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. Apologies, my good friend. I mistook you for someone else. Always being asked about it, I am. Didn't I see you in shade? Well, I'm sick of it. Sick and tired. You're going to travel to Shadenhall and find out what... You're going to tell him I'm quite capable of besmirching my good name on my own. There's 50 gold pieces...
Well, I'm thinking of doing some be seeing you.
I love that. Well, if it isn't the Crusader, well. get on my nerves, orc. I think he said... Yeah, shade and all. I really need to see if that... I have a Gundam up on my thing, and it keeps turning. I'm like, I really need to see if I have, like, a base for that thing.
There's no problem.
Of course not. Renaud Germain, though.
Germain. No. Don't know anyone by that name. He's staying over at the Newlands Lodge. But you also... Good day.
Thank you.
How can I help you today, friend? Is there something I can do for you?
Spitting frickin' image.
He's alive? I was told that my mother and brother never survived. This is amazing. I'll need to go see him at once. You'll have to... But please, come and see us in Coral. It would be wonderful. This reunion will be the happiest day of my life.
Dude is running That's amazing. He's running Obsidian. Or Ebony. I think it's called like Ebony, Obsidian, something. He's running like the second strongest thing beyond Daedric.
I can't believe I've been reunited. I can't stop to talk now.
Yes, of course. Your brother should be... Is he not in the Grey Mare? Where are you going, Germain? Germain? Elf Cap Cup, okay. I was trying to see if what I needed for more strength shots.
I can't believe I've been reunited with my brother.
Hold on, is he not over at the Mare? Because that's usually where he's at. Oh, he's not. Rare occasion. Normally when you do this quest, he's always at the Grey Mare. So getting a rare occasion where he's not at the Grey Mare and you have to go find him. Alberic Little. Casta Scribonia. Google Billets. He's still walking, so I'm assuming he's down here then. Modern Orion, Valis Odile, Melentus Ancrus, Renaud Germain. How are we meant to... I think we're meant to leave them alone for a few hours till we can get to them in a public area where they open the door.
What? Who? Oh, damn, not this again. Wake up! Wake up! You're not dreaming, Reynald. It's me, your brother, Gilbert. That can't be. I don't have a brother. I mean, I never knew my real family. Who did you say you were again? I am your twin brother. When we were very small, our farm was attacked by ogres. Our father and I escaped. We thought you and Mother had both been killed, if we had only known. All I know is that traveling merchants found me in the wilderness by the body of my mother. I was raised by the monks at Waynon Priory. My brother, it is wonderful to see you again. We will have much to talk about in the next days.
Whoa. I think they just messed up their voice lines. Because shouldn't the one on the right have been the one to say, we thought you and Mother had both perished, and then the one on the left would have went, yes, they found me beside the body of my mother. Considering he ran off with the father? That doesn't make
I can't
sense.
thank you enough for helping to reunite me with Reynold. I never would have guessed he was still alive. We have much to discuss, but if you have time, I'd beg you to stay a moment longer and...
Weatherly.
was our family's home for generations. Our parents fled it when ogres attacked. They became separated. My father carried me to safety. He later returned and believed Reynold and my mother had perished. Since ogres are cannibals, he didn't expect to find their bodies. Thankfully, however, it seems that my mother managed to carry Reynold to safety. While my mother didn't survive, Reynold did, and for that I'm grateful. We're not fighters. You appear to have more skill than either. Thank you. Now, we're not quite sure where we believe it's somewhere south of Coral, but north of Fort Kamala. Since no one's lived there for many years, it may be... Be careful. I don't know what dangers may lurk in the Great Forest.
Fair enough.
Have pity, sir.
What is it?
The fight is...
I mean, it's not going to be much of a
It was a good place.
trek away from here, but... Okay, south of Coral, but above Fort something. Well, there's the closest gate to Oblivion that I destroyed. Well, there's Fort Kamala. I see buildings over there. There's Hackdirt, Wendier. Okay. He said directions, so we should be able to use Fort Kamala as our reference. Oh, we're supposed to ask around town first. Whoops. I was just gonna see about finding it. There's a gate to Oblivion over there. Maybe it doesn't spawn. I would love to say it doesn't spawn in until you know it's there. Honestly, it's starting to feel like it. But I swear you can find Weatherly without having to go into town and ask about it. You know what, there's a guard right here. Let's see if I can ask him.
What seems to be the... I heard that some cult called YouTube.
Never mind. We did get all the aid for Bruma, so that's going to be good. I do want to get forward into the divines and everything.
I bet you hear this all the time, but thanks for closing.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I've heard of the place, but I'm not sure where it is. She's explored the back... Goodbye.
Ah. One of my Fighters Guild people.
What's this about?
This is the Crusader, trying to help people. Sabine.
My pleasure.
Weatherly.
Let me see. Oh, yes, I remember. I think it's directly south of Coral. Here, let me show you where it is. Take care.
So now I want to see something. Did he mean to say that he thought it was north of... I thought he said something about it being north of Fort Carmala. I did just think of something that would be funny. But it's only funny because my brain is just like, because of potion effects. You just get up to level 100, make a lot of potion effect, like 30 I don't know how many potions you can stack, or how many you can drink in one go at level 100, but it's like, get as many as you can drink in one go, and then just drink all of them in speed to see how fast you can go. Running the whole way there, and Man, I nearly ran the whole way there. Oh, wow. Oh, these are ogres, not trolls. Okay. I figure get rid of the pain in the rear that is the ogres for them. Brother Piner! Good to see you. Gilbert! Gilbert Jermaine!
Is it safe for us to Wonderful. Are you ready to take... Right.
Alright. Well, I'm just gonna fast travel. I am not walking them to Weatherley. He's wielding Daedric!
Thanks so much for... I'm afraid we aren't very wealthy, but here is all... At long last, it's good to stand at Weatherly again. Gilbert should be able to help you with anything you need.
Well, that was not anticlimactic, but I mean, it was a quick romp over there. And there looks like there's a Redguard Valley cave. Troll. Ellenglen. Red Wolf. I forgot that my Crusader armor does give me, like, a little bit of leeway with the animals. As long as I don't attack them. Begone, foul goblin shaman. Brindleholm.
What's going on with you?
I saw a mud crab a couple of days ago. Ugly little animals.
I avoid those things whenever I can.
Good lord. Everyone in the world is starting to run Daedric, and I'm like, why? Alright. So, of course... Alright, we're gonna go for Blood of the Divines. And head for Sancrator. Easiest way would be to go to Nindava first, and go down from there. Sancrator is not far. So we'll head over to Sancrator. And by not far, I do mean not far. This is Sancrator right here. Staff of Ice Storm. Down you go. Down, skeletal monstrosity. A lich. Where does staff go? Staff of diminishing. Whoa! The amount of nether liches in this place. Good lord. So now we go into Sancrator to find the armor of Martin Septim. Man, if only ectoplasm was more useful towards late game. Wraith. Ooh, chest. Duskfang's bloodlust has been quenched. Bap. Alright, we are picking up the Ancient Blade stuff just because. The Ghost of Rylus. Who are you?
Loyal blade of Emperor Martin Septim. I do not know how long I have been dead. It feels like an eternity. My 3 companions and I were sent here by the Emperor Tyrus. We did not know that the Underking, who was the Underking, defeated and ensnared us in his evil enchantment and bound us here to... No. He departed long over the uncounted years of our slavery. I go now.
Of course. Man, his head rolled when I zapped him. But yeah, we got... From Rylus, we were able to get not only the Amulet of Ansi, but also an Ancient Blades helmet, an Ancient Blades shield. Of course, we already had the apron of Adroitus, but we also got the Ancient Akaviri Katana. Now, I think a few of the others do have extra gear that we'll get from them. And unlike my playthrough on the channel, I am gonna just, like, one-shot this dungeon. Daedric Mace. Warden Castav got a good bit stronger in this version. Nope. Oh, absolutely I am done playing games with some of these specters. Nope. People wonder why I got my destruction up, besides being a spell sword. It is completely for this moment.
freed me. Free my brothers, if they are still in...
Of course, Valdemar. Now, funny enough, Valdemar was one of the guys that, in the other thing, whenever I got the Ancient Blade Shield, I waited and I got Valdemar's shield, weirdly enough. And I was fine with it because it was worth a good amount of money and I just started duping it. It's still worth 3.8k here, but even with it being worth like 3.8k, I will admit I would not dupe the shield if I could. I do what I'm doing right now with it, which is just I'm gonna keep it as like a Lost Blades artifact. Same with the Amulet of Ansei. Like they're not good items anymore. If I was still a low level character that didn't have a reflect shield, I would say completely that the reflection would be completely worth it, but it's not. Nope. 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 See, that was what I didn't want to happen. I didn't want to get silenced. Because whenever you get silenced, it gets kind of a little annoying. No. Because then you can't use any spells. Healing anything. There's Kasnar and the Mishishakshi's Cleaver. I don't think he ran a... Okay, I think he was... Oh yeah, he ran a great... He ran a two-hander. Or at least he... Well, he possibly wielded it two-handed. It's weird because this game doesn't have really a... Oh no, it does. That is a two-handed Akaviri. Okay. I didn't know if we... I forgot we had some of the two-handed Akaviris in this game. And I love this last one. Because this area probably has so much more to it. but because of how it is and the backtracking you have to do for the next part, it's just like, ah, yes, I am going to... Oh, yeah, Northwind. He goes forward that way, whereas we're just going to go... actually, no, wait. I'm going to go see what's in here. Because last time I did this, I kind of, for the series, because of how low a level I am and everything, I ran. But you know what? I want to see where this goes. We both whiffed. Cure disease. Gold. No. Okay. More tombs. He went up, that's why I'm going down. Nope. Okay, I'm coming up there to get you. Stupid Gloom Wraith. Nope. Well, I got off the spell before it, you know, blasted me. My blade's gotten up to 89. Not terrible. Strong potion of healing. Okay, so there is a way back into Sancretor from here. But I want to see where he went. Because this is me going away from where he went. Ooh. Chest right here. Oh, he just phased through the rubble, didn't he? So officially, if you want to get more XP, you come through this area just bashing in all of these wraiths. Going ah ha 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 ha. And just going through all of them until you get back to over here, where apparently you come out in the entrance hall. I don't know where. Oh. We're down in the water. Oh, you're meant to jump over. Hi, Kasnar. Kasnar wasn't the last one I grabbed, so... I don't know if that's... Okay. Well, we'll head in. Valdemar, Kasnar, they're all here. Okay. For a second, I thought there was an actual bug on my screen, and it's just a flying bug. The blades have completed their pact. The armor of Tiber Septim. This looks vastly different than it did in the original. Or at least it looks a little bit different. I'm going to assume it looks different. Either way, got the armor. Rylus, Elaine, Casnar, Rylus.
We have fulfilled our... We have fulfilled our... We have fulfilled our last...
Well, they have all stated we have fulfilled our last duty. We now go to Aetherius. I don't know why you would want to go to a planet of angels, but you do you, I guess. Well, not really a planet of angels, but a planet of self-righteous pricks. But anyways, oh right, it's this version of Aetherius. Hopefully, there's not a bunch of self-righteous pricks there. Like the Aetherius I know. Anyways, we've now gathered all the equipment. We can leave with it. Including the frost damage north wind. Still not as good as Duskfang Dawnfang and the Duskfang Dawnfang superior sets. Nothing will top these. I will say the armor of Tiber Septim doesn't look too bad. But I gotta keep the cuirass of the Crusader. Gotta keep that Crusader outfit on. Because I am the Crusader! I am Pelinal Whitestrake. No, I'm not, but you know what I mean. And I have gone all over the map. Martin! I have the armor! Martin?
Sir.
Ferrum. Normal Akaviri katanas. Shapasha. I have ancient. Sir. Martin! I have something you may need. I have the armor.
Progress on the Mysterium Xerxes is so... The Septim blood may flow through my veins, but you have the soul of a hero. The armor of Tibus. You can reassure Geoffrey that I will not destroy the armor. All right, the blades are as touchy as While you were gone, I've made some progress in deciphering the Mysterium Xerxes ritual. The third item we need is a great Welkin stone. You may have run across lesser Welkin stones. They're fairly common in Ayleid ruins, but a great Welkin stone will not be easy to come by. They have been plundered one by one over the years, due to their great value to mages and occultists. There is only one place that is rumored to still contain one. The ruins of the Ayleid city of Miskarkand. A place where many have perished seeking its great stone. But nothing else will do, so you must succeed where all others have failed. The capital of one of the ancient Ayleid kingdoms which flourished in Cyrodiil before the rise of men. It is said that the ruins are still haunted by the vengeful spirit of its last king. True or not, it is not a place to enter lightly. Be careful. Be careful, my friend. I know you've braved many dangers already, but Miskarkand is not to be taken lightly.
Ah.
Sir.
Captain Stefan. Miss Karkand is... Now, normally I would say Miss Karkand is very easy. And I'd be right. Let's see. Should we do something else or go straight into Miss Karkand? I think Miss Karkand is going to be the next thing. Actually, before we go to Miss Karkand, we are going to go back to Frostcrag and drop the gear we just grabbed. Because, man, we keep grabbing gear and just not dropping it off. I am the Crusader! Ah. I am getting closer and closer to the Oblivion Crisis being over, though, which... it's weird. When you're playing through the story, you kind of never want the Oblivion Crisis to end. I had never thought of it that way, but I've grown to start thinking of it that way, of I never want the Oblivion Crisis to end. I've also now realized, what level is my destruction? 109. I hadn't thought about it until just now. I wonder what kind of triple layer... So, of my magics, Electrocution is my highest lightning spell that I can use. And Electrocution itself is a pretty good spell at 110 points on target. But it's not... What if I do all 3 damage types? I would say... Elemental Barrage. Holy cow, I just made that spell. You have to have 245 magicka to cast it. I'm barely under it. But I could cast it one time if I use strong potions of magicka to fortify my magicka. Because fortifying magicka, I just need it long enough to pop the spell. Oh, I've got a crazy idea. We're gonna see, because I'll say it now. My normal electric spell right now of electrocution takes about half my magic to deal 110 damage on target, which is really good. And it can one-shot it one-shots everything. But what if I could get nuttier with triple? And now I could have given it weakness to magic, so I could have done weakness to magic and then elemental burst. No, come back here, Shadow Mirror. Now stay right there. Because I see that gate to Oblivion that direction, and you're not going in that direction. I also see one to the north. And Shard Rock over there. Now we might walk to Shard Rock just to see what it is, because I've never seen... I don't remember Shard Rock. But it's right over the hill. Brown Bear Den Hunter. Huh. That is certainly... It seems to be that these bears are all centered around Shard Rock. Because there's a lot of bears here.
I wish I could be more hospitable, but I'm a bit
Oh, you have a bear problem.
On my small flock of sheep lately. I was hoping that building a fence would... Then, one day when I was just about to step outside... There's no way I can fight those ferocious beasts off on my own. I'll tell you what. Kill 6 of the things, bring me their...
Okay.
Bears. Going to run me out of Shard Rock at this rate?
Well, I just murked one. Like right over here. So hold on, let me... Map... quests. Bear season. There it is. I do find this rather enjoyable, just walking up, rearing my sword back and going, ah, and hitting a bear. Where is this last one? He's over here somewhere. I saw him. Where'd he go? Ah, there you are. I've actually never seen this quest before. This is a very interesting quest.
I don't know where those bears came from or why they picked... I can't believe it. You actually did it. Well, I hope this will eventually drive them away. Now, where to buy weapons? Where...
The Argonian Account, Book 1. Well, that made me feel good. But yeah, I've got the idea for murking... So, the leader of Miss Karkand is a lich that like can drain your health pretty quickly if you're not careful. So what I'm thinking is when the Lich pops up, we chug a few potions of Fortify Magicka, and we just zap him for everything he's worth. Just 300 points of straight elemental damage. Bitterfish Goblin. I love that it's zombies and goblins on the other side of that door, and they're like, as soon as we get to you. And I'm like, you're never getting to me. I mean, they attempted, because I jumped down to their area. Alright. I did this last time too. The last time I did this area. I get, like, moved around and I'm just like, go this way, no this way, no this way, no this way. Even though I should know this route by now. Miss Karkin should not be this confusing. Do I still have a set of lockpick in here, or did I just pick up a random lockpick? Okay, no, I have 224 lockpicks. I was like, do I have lockpicks? If no, do not need. Varla stone. While the magic stones are not needed, a Varla is always appreciated. 624 gold. I do love the amount of gold I get from some of this stuff. Skeletal champion. And like I say, as long as Duskfang or Dawnfang can do the finishing blow and not the enchantment, you can get everything you want from this sword. By the time you hit a quarter of the enchantment, you've already taken out enough things usually to justify everything else. Yeah, so you can come down here while the Great Welkin Stone is still up there and look around. There are no zombies down here, by the way. But the minute you grab that Great Welkin Stone, somehow there, if I'm correct, it just magically appears 2 new ones. Either way, we are going to Elemental Barrage the crud out of this Lich here in a second. Because he's going to come out of right there. Alright. Inventory. Gonna check my magicka. Do one more as a just in case. Blast! Okay, so these were zombie guardians. That's a little stronger than usual. But I go for attacking him. And I just blast him to so much smithereens. Whoa! No. I blasted him so much into smithereens that his health bar did. Yeah, sim to that guy. His health bar did not realize I had murked him fully. Like, on the sword, it's like, okay, yeah, you got rid of all of his health in one swing. So you gotta be, like, a little above that threshold. But the magic is so quick, like, so much above the threshold, that it's just like, oh, you killed him 3 times over. I could have probably added Withering Bolt to do it 4 times over, but, you know, maybe overkill is a slice of life, but, you know, I've also got to make sure that I don't one-tap everything. I gotta have some fun with this. Although that new spell is nice. If I just keep making Fortify Magicka potions, I could essentially just walk up to anybody, down 1 Fortify Magicka potion for 50 points, and just go, death. It just becomes an instant death laser.
With all due respect, sire, there must be another way. The risk is too great.
I know the risk. I was at Kavach. But there is no other way.
Why is the Great Welkin Stone already over there? I haven't even given it to him yet.
She will. She must.
Same with the Sigil Stone. What?
Blades are, as always, at your disposal.
These two, I haven't even collected that yet, and I just got here with that.
I have good news. You're back.
Martin,
And you've got the Great Stone.
how do you already have a Great Welkin Stone? Hold on. Martin, how do you have a Great Welkin Stone over there already sitting? And a Great Sigil Stone?
You did. I can count on you. I never thought to see a Great Welkin Stone as beautiful as all the old tales tell. But of course, its beauty is a mask for its deadly power, like everything crafted by the Aelids. Now, we need only one more item, and we'll be ready to open a portal to Manka Cameron's realm. I should have seen it sooner. It's the counterpart to the Great Welkin Stone, just as the first two were the opposed powers of the Daedra and the Divines. Welkin Stones contain the concentrated power of Mundus. Their counterparts are Sigil Stones, which are used to hold open Oblivion gates. A Great Sigil Stone, then, is what we require. You're not going to like it. Joffrey doesn't like it. The Countess of Bruma certainly isn't going to like it. Great Sigil Stones are the anchors of great gates. The kind of gate the Mythic Dawn opened at Kavach. The kind of gate the Mythic Dawn wants to open here to destroy Bruma. I said you weren't going to like it. The risk is great, I know. I was at Kavach. I saw the terrible power of the Daedric siege engine. But we have no choice. The only way to recover the Amulet of Kings is to allow the Mythic Dawn to proceed with their plan to attack Bruma. No. I'll lead the defense of Bruma myself. If I am to be Emperor, it's time I started acting like one. Remember when we first met in Kavach? I told you that I didn't want any part of the gods' plan. I still don't know if there is a divine plan, but I've come to realize that it doesn't matter. What matters is that we act, that we do what's right when confronted with evil. That's what you did at Kavach. It wasn't the gods that saved us, it was you.
Thank you.
Acting for the gods. I don't know. But now, it's my turn to act.
I mean, I might act in the Cosmic Churn. That is a bannable offense. You're banned. No warnings. Thank you. Never come again. But as I was saying, I mean, I might dabble in stuff that's for the Daedra, but you know, that's because I'm the Mad God.
Please, my friend. I need your judgment, not your obedience. I explain myself to you so you understand me, and so you can explain to the Countess. I'm
You
afraid
chicken
she may
shit.
take a bit more convincing than you.
I mean,
Good.
I did get a
Have her
bunch of
meet me in the
aid.
Chapel of Talos for the Council of War. That seems a fitting place to make such desperate plans.
What do you need, friend?
What is it? Martin has made his I'm glad to have Boris here. He guards Martin night and... I'm glad... This place was built by Raymond Cyrodiil Zakaviri Dragon Guard at the founding of the Second. Since then, it has served the Blades as headquarters, fortress, and sanctuary. May your sword always...
Alright.
strike. True.
Well, as much as I would love to... Joffrey. As much as I would love to play more, I am... Even with the dubby, I was already low on energy after work. I'm still a bit low on energy. So we're going to call it there for today. Thank you everyone for coming out and watching. I will be back again streaming on Thursday. I'm not sure what I will stream. If I'm going to continue Oblivion Remastered, or if I'll jump to something else. There is Persona 5. There is Persona 5: The Phantom X, which is kind of a gacha game, but it is a fun little gacha game. So I might stream that. I'm not sure. But until then, let's see. Twitch, don't go anywhere because we are going to raid out. We are actually going to raid over to Miss Zombie Pandemic. Looks like she's playing some more Mass Effect. So thank you everyone so much for watching. YouTube, you're on your own for what you want to watch next. But until next time, take it easy everyone.